Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Syahir from Bright Universal Smart Battery Charger, shop for USB-C. Okay, today I want to talk about the storyboard, maybe a step for the use for our device and also the software. So for the task one, we have the grab device and we can look into the slide presentation. We have the function and features that we provide, like the device information LED screen that will be give the information for the user. We can see a capacity, temperature, also status and remaining, how the battery status. So for the next features, we have the screen and switch physical button. We can look at here, and also the heat sensor in this part. When the user, maybe the example can I give is when user play the games, when your phone is over limit, so the heat sensor can be functional to absorb the heat when the user play the games. So maybe we can look the heat sensor function is absorb the heat when the smartphone is overheat. Okay, so for the solar panel, this function is to absorb the energy from the sun, and it can be the charge the battery into the smartphone. Okay, the for LED capacity indicator is give the status for the battery. When the red color is going to low battery, for the yellow maybe it's give the balancing performance. Also the green is the good, I think it's 90% until the 100%, so it give the green color. So this is our device, and next we can look for the task 2 is the grab application. Okay, for the grab application, we can we have the grab icon. Can user look for the functionality if user want to use the functionality for the device. So okay, there's the red icon is, you can see the grab device icon. So if the user click into the grab device icon, so this is the main for our device, for our application. So we can see the battery status for the remaining, how the remaining for the battery status, the battery state, is it the charge or not charge, and it give the, if the charge, it give the charging remaining, how long that it takes if want to charge the battery. Also the battery modes, if the one user want to power saving, if can choose, or the maybe the highest performance. Also the battery data, they can look when user tap to the view battery details is deep, maybe it gives the information what is the battery long. So when they click, user click the battery data, so the interface for the battery data, it give the raw data details. User can take a look for the battery health, battery capacity also, and so maybe it give, he can see, user can see its runtime, what the 3G talks time, how long that user use for the battery data remaining. So next, when the user click for the notification, the application is display for this interface. So for the notification interface, it gives the detail about the battery, maybe it's a notification that been appear before this. For the it gives the battery fully charger for the notification. So it gives the details when it appear, like this example is 20 November 2060 at 4:90 p.m. So it gives the information about the battery fully charger and so on for the user can look. So it gives the arrangement for the dates. When the user can see it's 19, it's all notification and is sort by the date and time also. So for the next functionality or the features, all the features is the performance features. When the user clicks the performance button. Okay, next for the performance interface, user can look. They have boost memory, also the cleanup cache functionality is it also it gives the how user use for the smartphone. It is like example this one is used for 81% is used, so it's a low on memory. So if the boost memory user click, so it give maybe it clean up the software that cannot user use. So the clean up cache, maybe it's clean cache memory in the application. So this is how performance use. Then if the user click at the setting icon, so it go to the next interface. Okay, the interface for the above show the available setting for the user to set up. Divide by notification, battery charging, and solar and heat. Tap on the click sound on notification. For the pick sounds, it gives the maybe another sound that user can click. So it gives when the user clicks, it go to this one. Maybe it can choose another sounds that he like. So that's for the big sound. If we could click for the back button, you go back to the notification interface. So for the next functionality that can be used is the minimum percentage. So when user click at a minimum percentage, he want to use. So it's provide for this interface, the sub interface maybe. So for the lowest minimum percentage of their battery to start charging is the from the 2% until to 20%. And then user choose, maybe this example is choose the 5%. So when you click the confirm, you go to the setting is confirm. So if you can wants to cancel it, just click the icon or the button cancel. So for this one is click the confirm button. Okay, so yes, already choose for the minimum percentage. For the next one is the IO current flow. So when the user want to choose, is the current flow that you want to use, so you click the IO current flow. So this is provide 1.5. Okay, which option buttons which user can select on how much current flow they need when charging. So if user want to click 1.5 ampere, so you just click for the 1.5. If you want to use the 2.1 ampere, just click the 2.1 ampere. For the 2.1 ampere, maybe it's fast charging. If you want to compare it about 1.5 ampere, so just click for the 2.1 ampere, and then we go back to the setting interface. So maybe this just icon, the features that we provide. So maybe it can give the auto charging gripe, notification when commenting energy. Is user want to appear the notification or not, or just can say it. So this one for the setting features. Okay, next for the when the user already want to use all the functionality, just click at the back button. Okay, next for the helps. Okay, next for the helps button or helps icon, when the user click for the helps icon, is provide the helps functionality, and here user can find all the information about the Grab device. Maybe a Grab application, the device use guide, and the application user guides. So user can look about helps guide Grab device, about Grab device, maybe so the device manual guides and the application guides that Grab provide. So this is the features for the helps button or helps icon that we provide. So okay, this is the last for the task 3 for the helps icon device. So that's all. Next, for the extra features that we provide is the example of the Grab notification. So for this one is extra features when it just appear when the battery are fully charged. So the information is appear automatic when they're fully charged. The battery is fully charged. Then user just click dismiss button if want to cancel or not to see again information of the battery are fully charged. So for the next one is example of notification 2. The above pop-up notification user when the Grab detected the solar energy when user have option to charging their Grab device or not. So if you want to use for the Grab energy as solar energy, just click the yes. If user don't want to use, just click for the dismiss button. So for the next one is the example of notification for the above interface show the notification that pop up in application, for example during playing mobile game, while still have the option to turn on the power saving mode. If user already play the games, maybe the Grab notification is just appear while the game is playing. So user can just click the no of the yes button if you want to use the notification. So for the last one is the notification 3. The above pop-up notification user when the smartphone is overheat. Each user have option to turn on power saving mode. So if want to dismiss, just click the dismiss button. If want to to agree for the saving mode but power saving, just click for the yes and go to this setting. The above interface show the power saving in option when user enable the features. So if user want to kill the apps, all apps that already run in their smartphone. So for the next icon is auto optimize. Then if you want to shut down the smartphone, just click for the shutdown icon. For the brightness, maybe you can indicate the brightness. If you want to low, just click the negative icon or the positive button icon for the arrangement for the brightness. So maybe it can be the slider for the icon. If want to brightness, just go into the this sorry, for the brightness you go into this one. If the just want to lower the brightness, just going to the right side. So that's all. If cancel button, when user click at the cancel button, so just this one appear for the last one. Okay, so that's all for our group, for the storyboarding, for the Grab application, and also the device. So thank you for our madam, Miss Anita, for the teaching us in the ACI subject. So this that's all for our group, and thank you.